Welcome to the Instant Rewards live webinars, Saturday night, March the 1st, 2014. Hey, we are into a new month, 3/1 of 2014. Can everybody see my screen all right? I can see it over here on my dummy terminal. Okay, good. We've got 8 people with us so far, and I'm going to be using the audio over on the dummy terminal tonight so that it will record and I don't get feedback off of the laptop, because a laptop does not have noise canceling mic and it picks up background noise really bad. Got mom out of the hospital and TV's back up to full volume again. So I can block it out by closing the door and turning my noise canceling mic on. Tonight, what I wanted to do was go through some basics of, writing your ads and how to write them, and really it doesn't matter where you post your ads. If you're posting them on Craigslist, classifiedads.com, Facebook, whatever, you want to write them in a way that a 5th grader could understand them. Okay, you don't have to use a whole lot of technical language. If you look at your common newspaper, even online, your local newspaper, if you still have print newspapers, which are rare, yes, I understand, newspapers are still rare, but if you read online or read your local paper, it's written in a way that, it doesn't go much higher, and I hate this, I really do. I hate it that it's dumbed down so much, okay? But, it really does use language that kids can understand at the 5th grade level. We're talking about 10-year-olds, okay? 10-year-olds that can read, all right, that were perhaps, educated in American schools with, the basic functions of literacy, and without getting into the ramifications and politics of, core education and all that. We still want to write our ads somewhere between the 5th and 8th grade level. Now, how do you do that? Well, you do it a lot by telling a story. Telling a story in your ad. If you're reading a newspaper article about, such and such just got picked up, there was a shootout between so-and-so and SWAT, and, this person, that person was arrested, in a meth lab, or someone, survived a severe crash and a rollover. The way they write these stories in the newspapers, okay, it's in a story form, so it kind of captivates you. It really does. So in the same manner that you want to write your stories, you want to write your ads, all right? And this is one of the things that, I could probably do this, change up some of my change up some of the layout on my ads. Granted, it looks like a job ad, but I'm thinking maybe we could tweak our ads and give it into a story form right here at the very beginning. Lead acquisition rep. We just lost a lead acquisition rep to a horrible fire. and he had to move into the motel, and we need somebody to take his place. You see, what I'm doing is I'm pushing some emotional buttons there. If I was to rewrite this ad, I would say, I had an account rep that had to quit on me, and I need somebody to take his place. Started off, look at some of the ways that they start. Let's see, Lubbock Avalanche Journal. Let me go over here and look at the Lubbock Avalanche Journal. All right, just look at some of their news sites and see how they do a story. Okay, and since I advertise in Lubbock a lot, let's go to news. Okay, we can look at jobs and classifieds later, but here's one. Cowgirls. This is one of our local regional teams. Okay, fulfill dream with late surge first, capture first A, and class 1A. Snyder 7th grader. Look at some of the headlines that they use. Okay. Go over and perhaps look at the article itself and look at the way they put their headlines. Okay, well, how could we do that over here instead of lead acquisition account reps for national advertising firm? Yeah, some work better than others. I mean, it's kind of, start working today, we need you. Well, we could change that. We could look at, post it like an article posted March the 1st, 10:41 a.m., updated by Ernest Odell, and we can put it like Craigslist. Let's just go over Craigslist real quick, okay? We'll move this over here, go back over here, and let's just go ahead and log in and see what we can do, all right? Write this like a story, all right? Let's go, job offered. And granted, I was in a big debate with somebody today about posting on Craigslist, and they say, your lead potential or quality potential is probably real low on Craigslist. But I use Craigslist for an example. And I use Craigslist for a lot of this right here, okay? Because I can favorite a lot of my ads and put them into a favorite list, scrape them, and use them for templates. I'll repurpose these things. So let's go into sales. And say, I just lost an ad sales rep today and need to replace him. Okay, and let's put this into no replies, force them to call me. I'm going to go back to this call because you remember last week I was telling you guys I was doing a case study on sending out canned responses. I've gotten a very low turnout on the canned responses. As a matter of fact, I got, you know, one person that emailed me and said, well, I signed up on your site. Where's my $20? You know, because I was offering a $20, you know, sign-on bonus, you know, but it was based on conditions. You know, they had to qualify, they had to do their offer, you know, get their credit, and then I would, you know, rebate them. Well, needless to say, I didn't find her name and email address in any of my lead groups because I only sent her a lead to one particular lead group, and she wasn't there. And she wasn't in any of the other 5 that I'm marketing. So I said, you know, lady, it doesn't work that way. You know, she says, well, I referred my sister. It doesn't work that way. And besides, you know, that offer expired at midnight on 2/28/2014. So, you know, last night at midnight it was expired anyway. So, needless to say, I'm gonna have to go in there and probably take that down. So let's see, what do we want to say here? Let's go ahead and grab this and copy this, and let's make sure we spell everything right and say I just lost, okay, an ad rep, ad sales rep, and I need to replace him, okay? What I might do is come in here and copy something like this and take this out, and I'm going to say posted March 1st, 2014, and take that out. And post this in here and replace this and say by Ernest, whoops, got to take the caps lock off, by Ernest Odell. And we're going to say DMS group business development and we'll just say vice president. Yeah, give myself a, you know, a really fancy title. Whoop-de-doo, big deal. All right. Now, this story was posted in Austin and reprinted in Lubbock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, and it's all in caps, okay? I'm going to say and then I want to start the text of my ad. So what I would do is perhaps go over here, look at this, grab this real short, copy this, back over here, paste that in here, and let's say Lubbock, and due to an influx of a lot of out of counters moving to Lubbock, there has been an increased demand for jobs. We have positions open for just the right person who wants to earn between, and let's say something like $200 to $1,000. Let's say $200, $300 per day. Seriously. Now, take this, cut this out, and just say this position is all inbound calls. No cold calling. All right. And you know, I understand Gary's point when he says, what about the no cold calling? If it's not in their mind, they won't think about it. But truthfully, some people will think about it, because if this is in the sales category, which it is, it's going to be in the sales jobs. You know, they're going to think, oh man, do I have to do telemarketing? You know, I would just say, no cold calling, no telemarketing. Okay. Take that. Take this. Okay. Let's get back here, take that out. No need to. All right. Now we're going to say, to start working today, call Mr. Odell. Okay. Earn $200 to $300 per day. Or more. Seriously, this is no joke. Okay. And let's change this to per day. And take that out. All right. Now it's really kind of short, and it's looking kind of like a newspaper ad. It's looking like a story. I just lost an ad sales rep today. Need to replace him. Are you the one? Okay. Now, Now I'm just going to copy this and post this right here. And I'm not going to check any of these right here. Okay, no boxes checked. Do put the compensation. Let's get done with images and look. I just lost an ad sales rep today and need to replace him. I can probably take the words today out and let's just shorten it up. I just lost an ad sales rep and I need to replace him. Okay. Or let's say lost a sales rep. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. All right, I just lost a sales rep and need to replace him. I just lost a sales rep and need to replace him. Are you the one? Do I need to repeat myself? Probably not. So let's go back in here and tweak this. Okay. I just lost a sales rep and need to replace him. Are you the one? And, you know, everything is right there on one screen. Okay. Compensation $200 to $300 a day plus bonuses. You know, all inbound calls, no cold calling, no telemarketing. This right here is going to force them to call me through the contact button. Okay. Let's go ahead and publish this. Okay. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, okay, is because look at here. It's all on one screen. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my favorites, and I'm going to give it a few votes. I'm going to give it a few positive votes. All right. If you give your ad post a few best of votes, just in case somebody comes in and flags you, if they do happen to flag you, you know, you'll have a few positive votes out of it. And, you know, they haven't started tracking these yet as to which IP the votes are coming from. So let's go ahead and let's close this, and let's close this. All right. Now, this is not live yet. It's not indexed. It'll take about 15 minutes to an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on the server load at Craigslist. Because even though I'm advertising in Lubbock, it's, you know, the servers are over in San Francisco, and I think they have some servers in other points around the globe. But here's the deal, okay? I wanted to share this concept of writing an ad, you know, posting ads. And it really doesn't matter, okay, where you post ads, whether it's Craigslist, Backpage, Adado. Let's see if I can't get this. There. Ad post, Hoobly, Kiji, you know, all of these over here on the classified ad directory. These sites, you know, some will limit you to fewer characters and words than you can post over on Craigslist, but that's all right. You want to get as much meat and potatoes into your ad as possible. Okay, capture them with a headline that is like, okay, I'm already closing on this person. They're looking at this and saying, all right, this guy just lost a sales rep and needs replacing now. All right, so it speaks immediacy. It's like, okay, you know, you don't have time to dilly-dally around, you know, and wait a day or two to call this guy. You know, just get in there and call him. Does anybody remember Clarence Darrow, the famous trial lawyer that you know, he fought the famous monkey trial, you know, back, what was it, about 100 years ago? Henry Fonda played him in a movie, and Clarence Darrow, of course, this was based on a true story. You know, Clarence Darrow handled this case, but he mesmerized the jury and the audience with his words. And if you can capture your people's attention right here, and this is the same thing that I've learned in, you know, reading Joe Vitale's book, you know, Hypnotic Writing and Hypnotic Emails, is capture them, you know, with the headline, you know, because it speaks immediacy. When they see that in the index, they're going to say, oh, this guy just lost a sales rep and he needs to replace him. I'm probably the one. So I ask them, are you the one? Then I'm going to say, you know, I'm going to tell them when I posted this and who I posted, you know, who posted it, what my position is, you know. This is a real company. I'm registered in Texas, DMS Group. We do communications, marketing, PR, and business development, and lead acquisition. So, you know, I just started off like a storyline and say, you know, due to an influx of a lot of out-of-towners moving to Lubbock, you know, there's been an increased demand for jobs. There's also been an increased load of people looking for work because they're moving to Lubbock. So it's kind of an endless circle. James, did you want to scrape this? I'll send you the link. I'll send you all the link. Let me send that link to you. So if you guys want to go over there and scrape this ad here, be my guest. Okay. One of the other things that I'm going to do is go over here and I'm going to grab this. I'm going to give you an index, okay? I'll give you the link to the index. It's a little bit more complicated, but there it is. If you click on it, it'll come up and it'll show you. So, you know, you're welcome to use some of my ads as templates. All you got to do is just go in there and change your contact info. You know, replace my contact info with yours. The other ad, this one will be coming up in the index within an hour or two. But some of my ads are longer than others. But here's the key, and I keep hammering on this. Like last week, Wednesday, and the one before on the how to consistently earn $300 to $500 a day. And last week over here at the YouTube channel, I did kind of a redux on this steps to closing your leads. I managed to get it down to 1 hour and 2 minutes before the phone rang. Oh, speaking of phone ringing, Make sure I unplug the phone so it doesn't ring. Uh, you know, but I did kind of a redux on this, so if you guys want to go over there and, subscribe to this channel, watch those videos. You can see last week's if you didn't get to attend. Subscribe on that red button there on the right-hand side. So when I put up a new video, upload a new webinar replay, you'll get an email notification that it's been put up, or if I put up a tutorial. There's 117, 118 videos, I think. Let me see here, because I have to actually click on 117 videos. Okay. Tonight, it'll have 118 videos. I started doing this back in June of last year, averaging anywhere from 2 to 4 a week, and that's almost one a day. And there's a reason for that, because, there's a need for it. It saves my vocal cords. I don't have to say the same thing over and over and over 24,000 times. I can just send them to the link, okay? Send them over to this feed. You're not going to get everything in one sitting, but, start at the top and work your way down, or, do a reverse look up and, subscribe, or just, start from the oldest one and work up, or just kind of bounce around. This here is one of the case study videos that I did. This was actually plugged in to one of my canned responses. And as I said, I was doing the case study on the canned response on monetizing and reimbursing. And I've told you all before. I've told people in privacy, in private chats and conversation. I'll tell you publicly. It doesn't always work. Okay, you can offer them $100, and they think, well, if I just sign up, I get $100. No, it doesn't work that way, because you got to go back and read the frickin' ad. All right, what did I say in the ad? Over here, let's look at this, $100 sign-up bonus. All right, we are offering a $100 sign-on bonus for new referral agents. National advertising firm has immediate openings for qualified referral agents. Compensation $100 sign-on bonus and $300 to $1,000 per week, depending on experience. Reply to this ad, the subject line intact. Check your email for confirmation instructions. All right. Now, when they check their email, all right, let me show you the actual email that they're going to get. All right. Get in here, and I will open up the canned response. All right. And here's need for people, $100. Okay. It tells them, click here to apply online, then check your inbox for orientation email. Must complete your application, follow instructions in email, and qualify within 24 hours to receive your bonus. All right. Now, same thing with this one. All right. This is one that, a lady was replying to, today, but she just totally ignored the auto reply. She just wanted the $20. Well, I can show you how to make $20 over and over and over. I can show you how to make $100 over and over and over if you just do what you're told. Well, needless to say, I didn't find her in any of my autoresponders, none of my lead groups, okay? And this guy, he signed up, and all he's doing is just trying to reverse market me, so I'll probably end up kicking him out of my lead groups. Let's get it over here. Okay. Several people are replying to the other ads. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah. She says, I am writing in order to request my $20 for referring my sister. I am a young student, do not have credit card. Well, I just wrote back and says, doesn't work that way. But I refer my sister, as stated in my auto reply, I don't have time for jokers, okay? So the case study proved a point, all right? There's just some things you can't fix, They don't read the instructions. They don't follow the instructions. And you know what? This is where I go back to the direct mode, all right? I go back to doing something like I just posted, all right? Close this, open this back up, go back and check my Gmail. Got a confirmation link in here, all right? Let's go back and look at this again. All right. Here it is. And let's close. Log out. Go ahead and sign out of Google. This is why, I went back to this, and I'll tell you why, because it works. If you go back to the video over here, let me get down to it, okay? Let's see if I can't find it. There's two videos I want you guys to watch. When you get time, I'm going to mark this, all right? I'm going to get the share link for you. Copy. I'm going to put it over here in the chat box. Bookmark that, okay? Now, there's something else that you want to do while you're here on this video. Click this Show More. Click this link right here and download the presentation PDF book. It is written specifically for instant rewards, all right? Calling your instant rewards leads and prospects, okay? It's only 24 pages long. You don't have to follow it word for word like a script. It's just got some templates in there where you can use it. This is what I'm using in this video, okay? The next video that you want to watch is this one here, all right? The Instant Rewards Back Office Live Training, how to consistently earn $300 to $500 a day, all right? And you can also download the script that I use in the video, print it off, or just follow it online. Mark it up, use it any way you want, okay? It just, this kind of gives you some ideas. I just used this and narrated from it. Okay? I did a version for a couple of other verticals, all right? I'm going to send you the link to this. These are probably the 2 highest viewed videos, even though it's not viral like, one of Justin Bieber videos. Out of all 117 of my videos, it's probably gotten the most views, 3,847 views, with 889 subscribers. Now, that doesn't look like a lot, but percentage-wise, with the level of participation of the subscribers on this site, that is a lot, okay? Because I'm seeing that we're doing something right and it works, okay? If it doesn't work, I would expect you guys to tell me, all right? It works for me. If it's not working for you, then you have to go back and look at what you're doing. if you're trying to sell somebody, you know, and I realize there's a little bit of sales and everything. You got to sell them on the sizzle. You got to sell them on the idea of paying themselves, setting their own, you know, rate, because a lot of these people are just in the job mode. They, you know, they're looking for a job. So that's why you've got to start here and write it like a job ad, but maybe put a little story spin on it. Give them some meat and potatoes, okay? Tell them, look, man, I just lost a sales rep and I need to replace him. Are you the one? You know, and tell them, look, we've got positions open for the right person who wants to come in and earn $200 or $300 a day or more. Seriously, you know, and you got to speak with some emotion. This is no joke. All right. Now, I understand Gary's point about not answering the unasked question. But, you know, sometimes you have to preempt people, okay? And this is where in some of my other ads, you know, I'll put in there, you've got to fill out a W-9, you know, and we do pay taxes, and we'll send you a 1099 because, you know, a lot of people, they've just been brainwashed by the mainstream media to think that everything that they see on the internet is a scam. When, you know, CPA, if they understand the CPA model, they'll understand that it's not a scam. You get paid for a cost per action lead, where that lead takes a particular action and signs up for a product or service, and then, you know, that's the only time that it's generated revenue. Then you get paid a commission on it, okay? There's other CPAs out there that will pay you for a lead, all right? It's like this lady, you know, wanting her $20, you know, for producing a lead. Well, she didn't go about it the right way. She didn't sign up, you know. It just, you know, it doesn't work that way. So this is why when I get them on the phone, I follow a very tight script. You know, I ask them, you know, what kind of work they're doing, what have they been doing, you know, without getting too personal or intrusive. You know, I get them to open up and talk about themselves. If they got fired, I had one guy that he got fired from Burger King and Walmart. I mean, come on, guys. What the hell do you have to do to get fired from Walmart and Burger King? You have got to really, you know, you've really got to be, I can understand, you know, some people don't like to work around burgers and the smell of burning meat, but, you know, it really takes a lot to get fired from Walmart. Trust me, I know people that work at Walmart. There's some really great people that work there. God bless them. I love them, you know, and that's the only thing they can do. It's like over at United Grocery Store. You know, they got people that work over there, been working over there for years. But you have really got to be some serious, you know, labor relation problem for management, you know, to get fired from, you know, from Walmart. You know, and if you know, if you don't work well with people, then find something else that, you know, that fits in with you. Okay, it's just a matter of time. But I didn't hold that against him. I said, well, look, I said, are you sitting at your computer? He says, yeah. I said, well, you know what, dude? You're sitting halfway home. You're halfway there, okay? You don't have to go all the way across town. Now, I'm telling him within the first 120 seconds of the call, I've already got him qualified or disqualified, okay? When when I get him to the point of qualification, all right, I'm going to say, I want to send you something, and I want you to follow the instructions in the email, click the link, and watch the orientation to see if this is your cup of tea. I need your full name, first name, last name, a working email address, and a working phone number. If you give me a bogus email address, you cannot work with this. You won't get the email, okay? I'm not going to tell you about it because I'm not going to tell 58 people the same thing over and over and over, because it would take me an hour to 2 hours to tell you. And I said, you got better things to do with your time, where you can probably watch this orientation in the space of, what, 30 minutes, 1 or 2 orientation videos. On your time. I've got other calls to make, and I've got other calls to take. So check your email, check your spam bucket. You get the email from them, get their name and their phone number, and, you know, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. You know, if they call you back and follow up, fine. But here's the key, all right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's say I'm signing them up into my instant rewards, all right? I'm just going to use my Instant Money Network contact form for right now instead of the video page. As soon as I hit this, okay, and I've got this locked in, I've got this plugged into my browser settings, and I use the plug-in, the speed dial plug-in over at Mozilla. All right, so if you guys go over to Mozilla, Mozilla speed dial. All right, here it is. Add-ons, Mozilla. Just type it up there, download it, okay, and add it to your Firefox browser. All right. And what this does is it gives you a list that you can modify the links and the URLs. You can change the properties and the layout. You can remove the add-on button and the search button. You can add more buttons, add a speed dial, okay? Now, I've got, if I put any more, it's just going to go over and give me an arrow and go over to the next page, all right? But that's where you can get your speed dial add-on, all right? Now, if I've got this open, let me go back over to Instant Rewards, all right? And this is the page that I'm using for Instant Rewards, okay? I'm going to put their first name, last name, email, and phone number. And as soon as I put that information in here and I click sign up, it's going to bridge me over to the video page. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that tab and reopen it and bring this back up for the next call. I'm still going to have my lead on the phone. I'm going to be talking to that lead that just called me on this ad. And I'm going to tell them, I just sent you some information. I want you to check your email. You're halfway home. You don't have to drive all over town. Check your email, follow the instructions in the email, watch the orientation, and give me a call back. And then, you know, we can talk about it. If they call you back and give you on a scale of, you know, what do you think on a scale of 1 to 10? If they give you something lame, like on a scale of 1 to 6, you know, they're not really excited about doing this, or this is not the kind of job I'm looking for, fine, you know, then wish them good luck in your job search and be done, you know, get off the phone. Because here's the key, all right? It's speed and repetitiveness. If you spend 3 to 5 minutes per call initially, all right, you can take 10 to 12 calls an hour, all right? You can take like this. Once you start getting your call rate up, you're going to have people calling you from not just Craigslist, but a variety of other ad sites, of, you know, like over here, it's classified ads. If you're using all of these, and also remember, classifiedads.com, you can post multiple ads over here in multiple cities on the same day. Just got to be careful about, you know, tweaking your title and tweaking the body copy. But you will get indexing and aggregation from these ads and off of these sites. Okay, they do work. There's a lot of tricks that I've been using over the past 2 years with paid ads, pinging services, and then of course using you know, a variety of other tactics and strategies like Facebook, Twitter, using signature lines in your email. All right. When you write your ad in a way that gives your reader meat and potatoes, okay, and a call to action, all right, you're basically pre-programming them. So yeah, I can say there is a reason why I will answer the unanswered question or the unasked question, because it's in the back of their mind. Trust me, it's there. The question is in the back of their mind. So you have to speak to their subconscious. You have to, bam, hit them right here. No cold calling, no telemarketing. This position is all inbound calls. So that lays that little voice in their subconscious, in their unconscious, that are asking, you know, oh my God, do I have to do cold calling? Do I have to do telemarketing? Do I have to come across as a used car salesman with a lit Lucky Strike hanging out of my bottom lip? You know, you've got to give people enough information that they will act on it. Take a lesson from one of the world's greatest hypnotists that ever lived. There was a hypnotist by the name of Milton Erickson. Now, I'm not here to propose, convert anybody, and change anybody's views on hypnotism, whether they think it's good or evil. Okay? You take somebody with a strong will, they can't be hypnotized, I'm telling you. Okay? And some people, believe it or not, they're just too stupid to be hypnotized. Okay? Some of the smartest people I know have been hypnotized and they didn't even know it. Okay? Because it's called induction. All you have to do is listen to my voice. The simple touch of a handshake sometimes with the proper tone and induction can put people into a hypnotic trance and they don't know it. And look, you know, people don't fall asleep standing up. They don't, you know, nod off, you know, and tick-tock, you know, follow the shiny object. This is not some stage show, okay? The hypnotic process in writing an ad, okay, and in speaking to someone over the phone will help to get them across, you know, that point to taking action. You know, they have to take action. Give them just enough meat and taters here, all right? Uh, you know, Milton Erickson put himself into a hypnotic trance to find out, you know, what would make people respond, you know, to different things. When he came out of the trance, he looked down at his desk, and he had a, you know, a desk and a lap full of comic books. Now, think about it. If you can create pictures with your words, okay, like I've done here, I just lost a sales rep. Bam. That's hypnotic. And needs replace him, okay? This position is all inbound calls. Hypnotic. Bam. No cold calling, no telemarketing. Bam, bam. Okay? I'm painting a picture, all right? They've already got these questions in their minds, you know, in their subconscious. All you have to do is put your words in there, like you would write a comic book, you know. And even comic books can be educational, even for adults and kids. I mean, you know, they're all color, they're graphics, and there's action. I had some friends years ago that they were hearing impaired, totally, 100% deaf, and they had been mainstreamed in a lot of the hearing schools where they could speak with some impediment because they never heard, you know, the proper pronunciation of words, but they could read lips. And this one guy, Mark, I remember him well because we used to work together. And as long as he saw me, you know, with my face, you know, in his view, and I was talking to him, he could read my lips. He understood everything I was saying, you know. And he could talk to me, and I would understand him. And sometimes he would sign to me because I do, you know, use sign language with the hearing impaired. But here's the thing. He read comic books. It's like this guy would go to the store, and I don't know, I guess they still sell comic books in bookstores, magazine stores. But this is like 30 years ago. He had comic books of all sorts, you know, Captain America, you know, Superman, the Archie and Veronica, Jughead series, you name it, okay, the Transformers. My God, this guy, he had comic books, boxes of them, okay? He had collector's items. He would read through them very carefully. He had first editions. He would put them in a plastic sleeve when he got through reading them. And he would go and trade them at comic book trade shows. And he'd go down to the flea market, and he would sell some, and he would go and buy some. And he would find these old comic books and read them because they all told a story. You know, Milton Erickson was trying to figure out, you know, what did the comic books, you know, mean? Was there some subconscious message there? You know, he's trying to figure it out. And what he figured out is that when you use powerful words, and maybe even sometimes, you know, pictures. I could probably go back in there and put, you know, the picture of a picture of a guy holding his head saying, "Oh my God, I just lost another sales rep, but now I got to find somebody else." I could probably put some pictures in there, but I would rather be a word craft, all right, and a wordsmith, and try to paint pictures. So this is one of the things that I wanted to try to get across to you guys, and maybe just share an idea with you about repurposing some of your ads. And this right here, this ad right here, okay, I will take something like this and I will put it over on classifiedads.com. You know, I might use this ad, you know, and repurpose it. And I'll put it over here on classifiedads.com, and I'll get calls. And I get calls from all over the country, okay? I post in Yuma, Arizona, Centerville, El Centro, California, Salem, Oregon, you know, Seattle, Washington, Connecticut, you know, Boston, Massachusetts, Florida. I get calls from all over the country because I always run my ads over here for 9 months. Every one of my ads, I'll run them for 9 months. If I put up a new ad, let's go over here just real quick, show you how this can be done. Put it in jobs, okay, and let's say sales jobs. Where did I put this? Sales jobs, okay. Let's grab this, copy, okay, come back over here, and let's go to United States, and let's go to Massachusetts, all right, and let's just go to Boston Central, all right, and post this here, all right, and change Lubbock to Boston, all right. Grab this, copy that, take that out, take this, bold it, excuse me, get the ad title up here, compensation, I say 100 to $300 per day. Won't let me post any more than that. All right, let's grab this and whole. Grab this and change it to trebuchet and go 12 point. All right. Actually, I'm going to take this up to 14. All right. Now, no links, okay? They're just going to have to call me, all right? Make sure that I have, we're going to say, call Mr. Odell, okay? And take that, leave the phone number, and let's go and take zip code out, go 9 months, and put in my CAPTCHA, D4QYU, 4Q. My email address is incorrect. Oh, what I do? Take my email address out? Must have. All right. Keep email private. All right. Now, there it's posted, okay? And you see what I've done. All I had to do was just tweak it. I went over here, grabbed this, repurposed it, and put it over here on a different classified ad site, different city, changed the name of the city from Lubbock to Boston, but I pretty much left everything else, you know, same place. Now, if I take this same ad, okay, and post it in another city, I've got to change this. I've got to change the title. I might add some asterisks to it, or, you know, I just lost a sales rep and I need to replace her. I might, change something like that, okay? So we'll see how this goes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this on my Facebook. I think I'm logged in. If I'm not, I'll have to log in here. Try this again. All right. Now let's go over here and check my Facebook. And voila, there it is. Okay. And look at the number of views. It went from 0 to 12 in just less than a minute, because I've got this thing plugged in to several networks, so it's going to get a lot of views. Yeah, maybe Boston doesn't have a real high unemployment. I could take an ad like this and I could probably put it over into Houston or El Paso or San Antonio, where they have a higher unemployment, okay? But you get the idea that you need to write it in a captivating way, get their attention, give them a little bit of meat and potatoes, okay, and have a good, strong call to action in there, all right? And the call to action is up here at the top. My contact name, phone number. If they want to email me, they can still send me an email. They can put their name in here. They can put their email and they can put their message. And I do. I get leads from this all the time, guys. These ads do get indexed into the search engines, all right? So don't, don't poo-poo these free sites. These free sites do work, okay? All right. So, step one, write your ad, give them some meat to sink their teeth into, give them a good, strong, immediate call to action, put some immediacy, all right? Put some immediacy into your ad. Step two, they're going to call you. When they call you, you're going to have your lead capture page open and waiting, all right? You're going to have your lead capture page open and waiting. You're going to plug their information in there, all right? Step three, you're going to tell them, check your email. I just sent you some information, because when you plug their information into your lead capture page, your autoresponder is going to kick in, and it's going to take over. And it's going to contact them. If you don't have any other messages but the default messages that are already in there, there's 10 in the instant reward system. I think there's 3 in the instant money network default, and I think there's 3 in the IMN1, okay? The more messages and follow-ups they get, the better, because, the more often you keep your name in front of them, the more chances you are going to have to close them. If you have time to follow up and call them, fine, do that. Just don't be a pest. Don't be pesky about it. You might call them up and say, have you made a decision about going to work with us? And take it from there. And don't take it personally if they go negative on you. If they go negative and go ballistic, just say, good luck in your job search. I'm working, I'm making money, and you're not. Bye. I've had a few rude, rude dudes, and rude ladies on the phone with me. Uh, and I tell them, look, you were the one that responded to the job ad. I'm not looking for work. You are. Good luck in your job search. Goodbye. That's it. Go to the next call. Any questions? I'm going to shut that. Shut this. If we don't have any questions here, I'm going to call it about an hour and 15 minutes running on this webinar, and I'll go ahead and wish you guys a good evening, and thank you for showing up. Hope this helps, gives you some ideas. If you can put some pictures in there that would go along with the script of your ad, then by all means, yeah. Let me give you an example. Well, I've got some pictures over here. I want to show you one. Look at some of my Instant Rewards graphics here. Here's one. I'll do a preview. Okay. It says, you will waste money on lottery tickets hoping to win, but you won't take just $1 to invest in something that will give you multiple $20 payouts. This is an ad that Trace Boralia is using. Okay. You can go over to rottenecards.com. Okay. And make something up like you'll waste money on the lottery when you have 75 million to 1 odds against you, but you won't invest $1 into something that will pay you $100 over, it will pay you let's say that will give you multiple $100 payments. Okay, let's copy and let's go over to rottenecards.com. I think I have an account over there. Let's see. Michelle said, I have one question. I was chatting with a lady who was interested in instant rewards, and my message was blocked because it states that the link could be malicious. Do you know why this is happening? Yeah, we got some haters on Facebook. This is why Anthony came out with the new IRN links.com, and then the hackers started blocking that too. The only way you can get around that is go get your TLD and redirect it over to your affiliate site. Uh, yeah, even in the chat box. The Facebook has been blocking it because we've had some people false flagging us. You know, and when you're good, when you're doing something right, you're like the famous gunslinger. You're going to have people coming after you because they can't stand the competition. Okay, this happens in a lot of successful networks. Okay, whether it's instant rewards or any other network, ZNZ, MCF. Uh, you know, when you're successful, you're going to have haters. All right. Now, let's see if I can remember my login. I think. Well, let me just log in to Facebook. All right. Yeah, it's, well, they know we're not fraudulent networks. Facebook, you know, their system doesn't know any better. GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. It's just that we've been falsely flagged, and I know who's been false flagging us, okay, because we've had some people that we've blocked and booted, and they want to say, well, you know, I didn't do anything. Oh, yes, you did. Got witnesses. Uh, let's create an e-card, okay, and let's select uh, all right, it does look like it has some limitations on the number of characters. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this guy right here. You'll waste money on the lottery when you have 75 million to 1 odds against you, but you won't invest $1 into something that will give you multiple $100 payments. How's that been working for you? Okay. Now, how do we save this? Do we uh, download? Or is this a download setup file? Hmm. Well, maybe I do have to download and install. We'll just do it real quick. Set up and install. Anyway, while this is installing, all right. All right, let me go back to, all right, shit. I hate these fuckers that change my properties. Told it no, I did not want it to change my home page. I gotta take this bullshit off my damn links. I hate this fucking shit. Go back up here to toolbars. Okay. Take that one off. Okay, I can leave RoboForm. That's all right. All right. Now, log back in. Okay. Now let's go back over to back to what I need cards. Create an e-card. Don't want that bullshit on my computer. All right, copy. See, what do we want here? You waste money on the lottery when you have 75 million to 1 odds against you. But want to invest $1 into something that will give you multiple $100 payments. How's that been working for you? Copy. Put this in. And one of the things that I've learned about working with rotten e-cards is you have to put in a hard break in your lines to get it around the graphic because the graphic doesn't move. Take the space out, backspace, hard return. Okay, now this is where I was trying to save this. Well, let me show you how to get around this, okay? Do a print screen. If you can't figure out how to save it, do a print screen, open up Paint, okay? Paste, get your crop tool, come over here and crop this, copy, come back up here and say new, don't save. I'm going to paste it in there, and now I'm going to say save as. We're going to save it as a PNG, and we're going to put it into Instant Rewards Graphics. And we're going to call this an all right. So that's how you get around that. If you can't figure out how to get logged in, they keep trying to install a bunch of crap on your computer. Now, go over here, grab this. We're going to go to, that's Tracy's. And let's see, where did I put lottery? JK, alphabetical, there it is. All right. And that's, you know, generic enough. If I wanted to put in my lead capture page, I'd have to mask it to get it past Facebook, but you know, I can leave it like that. You'll waste money on the lottery when you have 75 million to 1's odds against you, but you want to invest $1 into something that will give you multiple payments. How's that been working for you? See, the graphic says it all. You know, I could probably go in there and say something like, you know, inbox me. You know, but you know, if you guys want to go over there and steal that, steal it. I'll put it over here in the here's a new, let's see, give it to you over here in the group. That's why I didn't put any URLs on the image itself. And say something like, here's a new image you're welcome to use. Go over there and snack it. Okay, all you got to do is just click on it in the back of the in the group. Put your mouse over it, click on options, and say download, and you can download it to your computer. Okay, and it'll download it with a big number on there because it changes the name of the file. But you know, that's something you can go over to Rotten eCards, and you know, if you can't figure out how to use their editor tool, then just take a print screen of it, throw it into Paint, crop it out, save it, use it, make your own image. You know, I get tired of these software programs that go in and try to install bull crap on my computer. It really gets me to talking foul. Okay. Anyway, if you have any questions, you know, raise your hand. You know, Mark thinks I'm good at this, but I've just been doing it for a long time. I need new images. You know, I'll just whip them out. You know, if I, you know, of course I might have to come in here and redo this image and take that little red squiggly line out because it reads it as a misspell. But you know, that's okay. I can open up Paint, open. I go over here and take this right here. Let's see. I don't want to resize it. All right. Here, go back to my eraser button. Okay. And just crop out the red squiggly, slowly but surely, that too. Now I'm going to come up here and grab my tool, and we're going to take our fill that back up with gray. Okay. And now we're going to zoom it back down, and we've removed the squiggly, and we're just going to say save. Okay. And we've saved it under the same file name. Okay. Come back over here if you don't want to use the one with the red squiggly. I'm going to say attach photo. And I'm going to scroll down here and grab this one. And we'll say, here's the image again without the red misspell squiggly. under working. LOL. How's that? There you go, guys. You know, all in the space of about 5 minutes or less. You can make this image, go back, clean up, you know, any squigglies that might be in there, download it and save it. You want to use the one with the squiggly? Be my guest. You want to use the one without the squiggly? Be my guest. Okay. This has been going on for almost 2 hours. And my pain medication is starting to kick in because my left eye won't stay open. So I'm going to call it a night, guys. I have really enjoyed it, spending time with you guys, and unmute you real quick.
Thanks again, Ernest.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing
Thank you.
Walter, good to see you here. Mr. Chell, back.
Hey, that's awesome as usual. Thank you.
Caleb, good to see you back. Caleb gets up at 1 o'clock in the morning over in Manchester, England, and
Wow.
over 7 hours. That's going on 3 o'clock in the morning in Greenwich.
I'm going to sleep now.
All right.
Good night.
We'll see you guys later.
Yeah, that's
Y'all have a
dedication.
good night.